Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls. This is your host, Vincent Price, here to start off another wonderful Sunday story time in... What's the name of this place again, Jody? Doctor Who? Dr. Durants Sanctum. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I'm in a dank basement surrounded by toys and comic books. You know, Vincent Price doesn't just lend his name to anything. This rug smells horrible. When's the last time it was shampooed? Stinks. Smells like a wet Sasquatch slept in here. Anywho, we'll be starting up the festivities soon. But to get us in the right mood, here is the theme from Friday the 13th, Part 3, by Henry Manfredi. Henry Manfredini. Yeah, either way, he's no Henry Mancini. Honestly, get a dehumidifier in here. Well, wasn't that a marvelous piece of trash? I've never seen any of the Friday the 13th films. Of course, because I'm not in them. Now, for tonight's thrilling story, we bring you a tale from beyond the grave. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's story is a rock comic starring the amazing, the spectacular Spider-Man. We'll get things underway here in a moment, as soon as Jody changes the records. Jody, change the records, please. Somebody get me a cigarette, please. What? Is that a fly buzzing around in here? Better check and see if it has a human head. Call back to one of my films. Jody, I expect a laugh. Now, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Amazing Spider-Man Rockomic.
It's Spider-Man! Don't let him get away!
The cops. Where did they come from? They're after me.
There he goes!
That's too close. Got to make it to the rooftops. A voice calling to me. A voice I've heard before. That voice filled me with such pain. I've got to find that voice.
There he goes up the side of that building! Get a searchlight on!
Can't hang around. The voice is fading, growing weaker.
It's a long web spinner. It's a long way down.
I'm falling. Must reach the wall. Still time to catch myself. I did it.
Spider-Man, I've come to pick your bone.
The vulture. What are you doing here? Yours wasn't the voice that called me.
The vulture perches where he pleases.
Got to get him.
Away, you wall-crawling creep. Spider-Man only hides those who lie.
How did you find out about... You mustn't tell. You mustn't.
I'd never tell. The vulture would never tell.
The vulture. He vanished. What's going on? That cry coming from all around me. I must find that voice. Now the lizard. Where did you come from? It wasn't you that called? That voice! I mustn't let you keep me from that voice. No. No, don't say that. No, no! Can't you hear it? Calling to me? I have to know.
What does it matter? Spider-Man, you're a loser.
The Green Goblin. It can't be. The vulture, the lizard, and now my most fearsome enemy, the only living creature that knows my secret identity?
No one cares, Spider-Man. Or shall we say, Parker? No one cares if you live or die. And today, you die.
He's hurling stun pumpkins.
You're a loser, Parker.
No.
You were born a loser.
It isn't true. That voice. Must find that voice. No. It isn't true. Has to go. No. Stop. I can't stand it. Must find that voice. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't go away. Don't leave me. Don't go away. I'm coming. I'm coming. Stop laughing. Go Don't go away. I'm coming. No. 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 Oh. I must have been dreaming. What time is it? The phone. Must answer the phone. Hello?
Peter Parker?
Yes, speaking.
There's a charming lady here who wants to say hello to you, Parker.
Petey, is that you, Petey?
Aunt May. Aunt May, where are you? Are you all right?
Petey, what's happening? What do these men want with me? Oh, my heart. Petey, help me. My heart can't take the strain. No.
Hello? Aunt May? Are you there? Aunt May, are you all right?
Don't worry, kid. She's just fine. The Kingpin wouldn't hurt an old lady. Not unless he had to. Now listen, and listen good. I would appreciate a small favor.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing out of the ordinary. You're the kid that takes all those pictures of Spider-Man for the Daily Bugle. I simply want you to take a picture of Spider-Man for me. We even fixed up a special camera for the job. The thing is that this picture will be Spider-Man's last.
You want me to murder Spider-Man?
The Kingpin is not a murderer. I simply want you to eliminate a civic menace and perpetual pest.
You must be crazy.
Dare call the Kingpin crazy? Now listen, punk. You want to see the old lady alive, you'll do exactly as I tell you. When I hang up the phone, you go to your front door. Outside, you'll find a package with a camera inside. You've got 24 hours to get the job done. And remember, no tricks. If you want to see your Auntie May alive, Spider-Man must die. Carlo, what time is it?
The big hand is on the 3, and the little hand is on the 6. That's 36, boss.
Soon that web slinger will have slung his last web, and the city will be mine. New York is in for the biggest crime wave in history, and there is no one to stop me. No one to stop the Kingpin.
Pretty slick, Kingpin, nabbing the old lady and all that. Spider-Man will never suspect Parker. Hey, nice old lady, boss. Reminds me of my mother. She's fast asleep. Hey, think she makes good lasagna, boss?
Shut up and stay away from the old lady.
I don't know, boss. Spider-Man's real smart, and this kid Parker, how do we know we can trust him?
You dare
Ow!
question the word of the Kingpin?
Oh, I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry.
Sorry isn't enough. Get out. You're lucky I don't break you in half, but I feel generous today.
Oh,
Get out while you're still alive.
okay, Kingpin, I'm going. Okay.
Now listen, I'm not called the Kingpin for nothing. I'm the boss of all bosses, and don't forget it. The Kingpin's the head of the Mafia, the biggest crime syndicate around. I'm 300 pounds of solid muscle. I'm the smartest, and when I choose to be, I'm the meanest. No one can stand up to the power of the Kingpin and live. Now get to work. I wonder what that punk Parker is up to now. Hey, Carlo. What time is it?
Well, the little hand is still on the 6, but the big hand is on the 8, so that's 6.
What have my spider powers ever brought but pain to those who love me? Somewhere down there, a frail old lady who never harmed anyone in her life is going to die unless Peter Parker kills Spider-Man. Well, perhaps it is time for Spider-Man to die. Everything bad that ever happened to me was because of my secret identity, because I am Spider-Man. But I wasn't born with spider powers. I wasn't born wearing a mask. Maybe the time has come to give it all up. Spider-Man's got to lose one of these days anyway. I hate to think back, to remember how it all began. When it all started, I never dreamed it could end this way. That fateful day at Midtown High seems light years away. It was a science lecture like any other, or so I thought.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your close attention, please. As these radioactive gamma rays crisscross against each other, we have what is generally referred to as gamma ray radioactivity. You'll notice, please, that the lower section of this molecule...
It was a 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance, an accident that couldn't happen. And yet, a lone spider, silently descending, was unwittingly subjected to a blast of powerful radiation. And minutes later, as it slowly lowered itself on a thin strand of webbing... Ow! What the blazes? Something bit me. It was a spider. Golly, why do I feel so strange? Walking home, I couldn't shake the odd sensation which tingled through my body. Then, as a couple of local creeps tried to pick a fight...
Hey, look out, Mac.
Sorry,
This'll teach you to watch where you're walking, you four-eyed foul up.
I hardly felt it. My reflex action worked so fast I couldn't control it. I snapped that steel lamppost in two with one punch.
Let's get out of here. That cat's a tiger.
Something's happening to me. I've changed, but how? Why? That car coming right at me. Have to leap aside. Hey, what's happening? Am I going mad? I'm scaling this wall just as easily as I can walk. I'm like some sort of giant insect, like a wall-crawling human spider. I raced back to my room. A few simple tests, and I knew the answer. The spider bite had affected my blood. I had gained his powers. In the days that followed, I dreamed up my web shooter. With my spider power, I had superhuman aim and control. I could snare anything. Before long, I designed a costume. As I slipped my spider mask over my head for the first time, I remember the thrill that raced through my body. I only saw fame and fortune in my future. I felt free for the first time in my life. I turned towards the mirror, and Spider-Man was born.
It's such a groove to be free. Leave my teenage troubles behind. Lay my past neath a mask and climb to impossible heights. of a dream. It could happen to me. To finally be free of the clown that was holding me down painfully. But now I am free, unbelievably free. I only look down on the town that always gave nothing to me. It's such a groove to be free. Leave my teenage troubles behind. Lay my past beneath a mask and glide through fabulous flights. Let it be known, the world is my home. Fortune and fame is the name of the game. I'm the man of the hour. And so I'm free, amazingly free. Free of the shame, of the pain, no longer a man without power. It's such a groove to be free. Leave my teenage troubles behind. Lay my past neath a mask and climb to impossible heights. It's such a groove to be free.
At first, it was a real kick testing my spider powers. As I gained more confidence, there seemed to be nothing I couldn't do. I was sure that I had finally made it. Spider-Man became quite the celebrity. I was even signed to star on a coast-to-coast television show. But as I swung into the studio...
Stop him! Don't let him get away! Stop that thief! Oh, you let him get away. All you had to do was keep him from reaching the elevator.
Sorry, pal. You're paid for catching bad guys. I'm not. Besides, I've more important things to do. Needless to say, I was a sensation. But minutes later, when I returned home, the bubble burst.
Peter Parker?
Why, yes, officer. What's the trouble?
Now brace yourself, son. I've bad news. Your Uncle Ben's been shot, murdered.
Uncle Ben dead? No. No, it can't be true.
Well, it was a burglar whom your uncle surprised. But we'll get him. He's trapped in the old Acme warehouse at the waterfront. The neighbors are looking after your aunt next door.
Uncle Ben? He was more than a father to me. He and Aunt May, they were the only family I ever had. I've got to go. Got to get that burglar.
Come back, Parker. Come back.
I know that old warehouse. It's been deserted for years. He could hold off an army in that moldy dump, but he won't hold off Spider-Man. There it is, right ahead. Over there in the shadows. It must be him.
What? Some nut in a costume. Well, whoever you are, this will stop you. How can you move so fast? My second shot will get you.
You had it, rat. You'll never shoot anyone again. Because of you, my Uncle Ben is dead. Hey, wait a minute. That face. I'd know it anywhere. You're the thief who ran past me at the TV studio, the one I allowed to escape. I'm as guilty as you are. Uncle Ben, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? All through the funeral, as I stood in the gentle rain with my grieving Aunt May crying by my side, one thought kept haunting me. Because I didn't lift a finger to help catch a criminal, I was responsible for the murder of my Uncle Ben. And so then and there, as my tears mixed with the gentle spring rain, I made a vow that has tortured me through all the years that have followed. Never again would I refuse to use my spider powers whenever they could help the cause of justice. I vowed that as Spider-Man, I would spend the rest of my life making up for the death of Uncle Ben.
Well, I always enjoy a record that ends with a funeral. Not such a groove to be free now, is it, Spider-Man? Well, there's part 2 to this record. As soon as Jody turns it over, we'll be hearing that. Jody, turn the record over. Hurry. The sooner I'm away from this frightful place, the better. Lord knows what's picked up behind these walls. And now we resume with part 2 of Spider-Man A Rockomic. Enjoy. Jody, you fool.
Time is running out. You've got to decide now, Parker. Aunt May is the only family you've got. She's devoted her life to you. Spider-Man's brought you nothing but grief and suffering. You've got to find the Kingpin. Give yourself up. Make a deal. Yet something inside won't let me quit. I can't get that nightmare out of my head. I can still hear that voice calling to me. Who was it? What did he want? It was Uncle Ben. It was Uncle Ben's voice. He must have been trying to tell me something. But what? How? What was it Uncle Ben used to tell me? I remember. He used to say, Petey, never forget. The stronger the man, the heavier the load. With great power comes great responsibility. I can't quit. Sane, insane, loved, hated, it doesn't matter. A man might quit, but Spider-Man is more than a man. I'm a superhero. I must fight on, no matter the personal sacrifice, because that's what being a superhero is all about. First I find Aunt May, and then I deal with the Kingpin. Let's get it on, webhead.
Can't
My spider sense. It's beginning to tingle. So strong, and yet I haven't moved. What's going on? I hear someone talking, but there's no one here.
While in my astral form, I'm invisible.
Astral form?
You will follow me. Come, we must hurry.
Follow you? I can't even see you.
Quiet, my young friend. You have no choice.
I feel like a puppet guided by invisible strings.
The sensation will pass. We have almost reached our destination.
Now that my astral form has returned to merge with my physical being, I grant you welcome, Spider-Man.
You didn't even turn around. How did you know I was here?
Not for nothing am I called Dr. Strange, master of the mystic arts. In the name of the omnipotent Oshtur, I greet you and bid you watch carefully. There is much you must know, and little time to tell it.
Dr. Strange. Of course, I should have known.
Now be silent, and behold what is revealed by the eye of Agamotto.
It's her. It's May Parker. Is she all right? Her heart.
Quiet, lest you break the spell.
Come on, lady. The Kingpin wants to see you.
Get your hands off me, you brute. Who do you think you are?
Ow! Hey, get back. Hey, watch it. Hey, boss, get this old floozy off me.
I'll show you what I think of your kind.
Ow!
Threaten my Petey with you. Take that. And that. I may look like
The image is fading.
We've seen enough. It is time we strike.
We?
Yes, my friend, we. By the 7 rings of Rakador, you shall not fight alone. I have seen too much. I have donned my cloak of levitation. Let us journey together.
Right you are, Doc. Let's head cross town.
Going cross town, gonna brawl tonight. Gonna kick a tail or two. Teach a bad dude a lesson that he better stop messing with the likes of me and you. 'Cause we got the power to turn wrong right if we get together and stand up and fight. Going cross town, gonna roll tonight. Gonna kick a tail or two. Going cross town, gonna brawl tonight. Gonna kick a tail or two. Bring a little action to the criminal faction. Show 'em what a good man can do. 'Cause we got the power and we got the bam. It's time to get together and step up to the man. Going cross town, gonna rock tonight. Show 'em what a good man can do. Going cross town, gonna brawl tonight. Gonna kick a tail or two. They've been looking for trouble, now it's coming on the double. A lesson in black and blue. We don't need no blackjack, we don't need no guns. We'll whack 'em on the fanny and watch 'em run. Going cross town, gonna roll tonight. Gonna kick 'em once, kick 'em twice. Kick a tail or two.
There, immediately below, the Kingpin's secret headquarters. It's in the abandoned sewer line directly beneath Times Square.
A perfect hideout for the Kingpin, right under our noses.
Extremely careful. If Parker's aunt sees our attack, the shock may be too much for her heart.
Right on the bead, Doc.
I will weave a spell that will put her into a death-like sleep. Demons of darkness, from the depths of the deep, your master commands you. Let her eyes close in sleep.
Kingpin. How Kingpin knew you 210. Oh!
Boss, I think the old lady's had it.
Good. Save us the trouble. Bring her in the back. I've come for you, Kingpin. It's Spider-Man. Get him.
You'll have to do better than that if you want to catch this spider, boys. Dr. Strange, get the old lady out of here.
Get that creep in the cloak.
Fools! You dare attack Dr. Strange! Demons of darkness! In the air of the Satan and the flame of the Valentine! Let your weapons now!
My God, it's gone. Hey, let's get out of here. That guy's crazy.
Get back here, you idiots. I'll teach you to run out on the Kingpin.
They shan't go far. Take care of your business, my friend. I will return.
So, Spider-Man, we meet again.
Can the small talk, fat man, and let's get it on. Maestro, if you will. Nice eyes to see me. Forgot how fast he can move. Slow down, Spidey. Keep it cool. Not bad, Tubby, but not good enough.
Tubby, I'll show you who's Tubby.
He had a stun blaster in his cane. Afraid to fight like a man. Well, now it's my turn to raise some cane, lard bottom.
I'll squash you like a bug.
Got to do better than that to squash this spider. Gas charge in his tie pin. He's trying to get away.
Only a fool sticks around when it's better to flee.
Maybe this web girdle will slow you down.
You think your puny webbing can contain the Kingpin? We'll meet again, Spider-Man, but next time I'll pick the place.
Not so fast, Kingpin. Your kind must be taught a lesson. Lord of the depths, grant this request. This man who has sinned, make him your guest.
Surely the Kingpin is about to flee. That laugh, the stench of brimstone. The Kingpin is being drawn down. It's horrible. I can't watch. I must do something. Even the Kingpin.
Spider-Man, do not interfere.
That was horrible. Dr. Strange, how could you do such a thing, even to the Kingpin?
Who are you to question the wisdom of Dr. Strange? There are more things at work than you could possibly understand. But so that you will not think less of me, I will tell you this much. The Kingpin has been swallowed by an illusion. An illusion brought to life by the concept of justice, harbored in his own mind. Perhaps he will return one day. If so, let us hope that he will realize his folly and change his way of living. Dr. Strange is not a man of violence. I deal only with those powers that be. And now, farewell.
One question, Doc, before you go. How did you know?
While in my trance, a silent call came to me from beyond the grave. A call I could not fail to heed. Sensing your dilemma, I had to act.
Once again, Doc, I'm beholden to you.
Enough said. There is a time to stay, and a time to say farewell. But before I leave, I must ask that you deliver a message to your friend, Peter Parker. Tell him, please, that his Uncle Ben is very proud of him today. Farewell.
Strange man, that doctor. Well, I'd better get out of this crummy costume and pick up Aunt May. It's been one long day. I've always felt guilty about the death of Uncle Ben, but I think maybe I'll sleep a little better tonight. Come on, Spidey. It's time to crawl home.
Good Lord. Did Doctor Strange just send the Kingpin to hell? What an a-hole. Anyhow, isn't it wonderful that Uncle came back from beyond the grave to say how proud he was of his nephew? I came back from beyond the grave to play records in some middle-aged man's basement. I'm a prisoner here. Please help me. Oh, God. Anyhow, next I've been told we're going to play a little musical selection to help you calm down and drift off to sleep. Tonight we'll be playing the main title theme from Psycho 2 by Jerry Goldsmith. It's not as evil as it sounds, but quite a theme there, isn't it? Another relative that comes from beyond the grave to have influence on her son. Until next week, I'm Vincent Price. Enjoy. Happy Sunday, everyone. Seriously, you need a rug shampoo. Jody, change the record. Pleasant dreams. Sleep tight.